Yeah, what's up, y'all? Truth Channel coming at you again. Here's how I can tell you that we are in a slave system. For one, 90% of people don't want to go to the jobs that they have to go to. They're not getting paid what they want to get paid. Yeah, they're not getting paid what they want to get paid. You know, they're forced to do this stuff. And it's all a part of how the system is set up to be. And you know, then they say, oh, well, you have to work. That's what you have to do. No, it isn't what we have to do. Yeah, it's what we have to do in this system because they put us into this shit and it was designed to do this to us. You know, if we would all fight against this for one cause to get out of this, and how we only get paid these minimum wages and stuff just to get by. You know, what kind of life is that? To go to work every day just to get by on your paycheck. You can't buy no shoes. You can't go out, you know, and do anything. It's like, what kind of life is that, man? You know, just getting by, paycheck to paycheck. It's miserable. And the system, it's set up to where the rich are getting richer and the people that make money are just making enough to get by. No, we're not poor. We're not completely poor. We're just getting enough to get by. And that's not, yes, it's enough to live, but who wants to work just to live? Just to live today. Nobody wants to work just to live today. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Yes, be thankful for what you have. I'm thankful for what I have. But I now know that this is all slavery, what we're doing. If you go to a job and you're only getting paid, if you're in Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure that the minimum wage is $7.25 or $7.75 an hour. I'm not sure, but that is horrible. That's horrible. 7 something an hour, you can't live off that. Or you're at the job all day. You're at the job 8 to 10 hours a day for 4 to 5 days a week. Who wants to do that? I don't want to do that. And I'm doing this video. I really don't know why I'm doing this video. It's just, I'm one of these people, I'm so tired of the system and how the system is designed, man. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. And see, I'm not in a position right now to make money for myself. I don't have everything set up. You know, I don't have enough money to do what I really want and need to do to make money for myself and make a living. If I knew I had enough money to live and do my craft, make beats and do like graphic design and stuff and make you know, logos and emblems, and just, I'm a creator. I'm a complete creator. If I had enough money to do that and have enough money for food and my rent and to pay my car, if I need a car, if I even need a car, but I have to go somewhere, you know, 25, 30 miles away every month to get my prescription, so I need a car. But if I wasn't going there, I wouldn't even need a car, because paying on a car is ridiculous too. You got to pay for the insurance every month. That's $60 some every month that I'm just handing to the insurance guy. You know, oh, here's $60 that I don't have. Here you go. Here's $60 for my insurance for nothing. And then my phone is $60 a month. And it's like, when you're working at a job, even if you're working full time, $8, $9, $10 an hour, you're only gonna get enough to where you save about, you know, maybe 75 bucks a week or something. It's not a lot. If you're getting food and all that, you're only saving like $50 to maybe $100, and that ain't shit. That ain't shit. That's only like $300 a month that you're saving up. And you know how long it's gonna take you to get to where you can actually do something with that kind of money? Because then you need that backup money for other things most of the time. So that ain't even, you know, enough to do what you need the money for backup most of the time. Because you get in these predicaments where your car gets messed up, and then you got to pay the bills for the car, and then you have to, you know, pay someone to do something. And it's just craziness, man. It's crazy how all this is set up. And there ain't no reason for this video other than to vent this shit, because it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. And I'm gonna wait till this truck goes by, because you're not gonna be able to hear me probably. Yeah, it's Monday morning at like 9 in the morning, and I have this week's rent paid, and then I have a little bit more money for next week's rent, but not the whole week's rent. And I'm not working, I'm not at no job, and I don't want to work. I don't want to slave. I don't want to slave that so somebody else can get rich. I don't want to slave for a company that doesn't care nothing about me. You know, they're not giving me an extra, you know, $50 a week and saying, hey, I appreciate your work. You know, I'm rich and I get money, so I'm trying to give you a piece of that because you work for me and you're laboring for me. They ain't gonna do that with me or you. And we just go to these jobs like suckers, and we do everything they tell us to do, and we're there and we hate it, we're miserable. And I don't know, you might like your job, you might not like your job, but most people do not like their jobs, because I know I don't like it, and I hear so many people saying they don't like it. And I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do, or who to go to, or how to get a group of people together where we go against this, because it's bullshit. It's a crime. It's a crime to be getting paid a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour in Pennsylvania. It's a crime. It is a complete crime. We're getting completely ripped off. McDonald's, they make so much money. McDonald's, I think, is paying like, you know, $9 or something now. I don't know, maybe 10, but it's nowhere near enough. It's nowhere near enough. And it's a crime for them to be making that much money and to be having them people on them registers all day and all night, and have a couple people cooking the food and one person in the drive-thru taking the money and the orders. And you're only paying them like $60 a night, $50 a night, and you're making thousands a night, if not, you know, tens of thousands. You know, it's crazy. It just don't make sense to me how it's set up. And see, this is what us gullible people will do. We'll say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, there's nothing we can do about it. But look in the past. Look in the past when people weren't getting paid right and stuff like this was going on. People did something about it. They just didn't say, oh, I'm just going to take it for what it is and do nothing about it. People didn't roll like that back in the day. They didn't go for this kind of shit. And we shouldn't go for it neither. And I know a lot of people are gonna, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, well, you're just going against the grain. You're just going against the wind. You can't win against the government and you can't do nothing about it. And what's the point of you even talking about it or doing this? But people are going to get frustrated, and they're going to come to a point where they are sick and tired of not getting paid enough, and things are going to happen. People are going to get discouraged. People are going to lose their temper. People are going to do stupid shit. And I was even at a job before, my last job, and this is why I'm so pissed off too, is because I was making $16.75 an hour at this job. I minded my business. I did my work. I did what I had to do the whole time I was there. I didn't shit around at all. Even when people did shit around, I wasn't shitting around. So this lady, this one manager that works there, she comes up to me and she's asking me these questions and saying, yeah, I didn't see you here for 2 weeks. Who are you? And I'm like, what? You didn't see me here? I've been here every day. I missed, I think, the one day I went home early at like 1 in the morning, and it was a 10-hour shift, and I worked like 6-7 hours already. And she's talking about she didn't see me in 2 weeks. And then here, the following Monday, the guy called me and said, oh yeah, the job ended. The job wasn't supposed to end. She went and said some shit about me that wasn't true, and she got me fired from that job for no reason at all. And I'm pissed off about it. And I'm sure she's making her thousands every week or two, and she got her comfortable little life, and see, I don't wish that on anybody, that somebody has it bad or anything, but that's bullshit, because she took away something from me, that I was earning an income and a living that was okay, that I could deal with, and that I could finally start getting caught up. And then she messed it all up. She screwed it all up for me. And that's how I ended up in this position that I'm in. And I'm losing my voice. I don't know why my voice is crackling up for some reason. I don't know if I'm losing my voice or what. I did a video last night where I was kind of yelling a little bit, because there's just so many things that are just not right today. And we're all just saying, oh, well, it's what we got to do. It's what we have to go with. There's nothing we can do about it. But you know what? If each and every single one of us did something and got uncomfortable for a little bit and did something can maybe happen. But we're going to keep getting rammed up the ass if we keep allowing this stuff to happen. Working at these jobs that don't pay shit. At least when you go into the interview or you go in there, at least say, you know what? You're saying the job is this. Well, I'm going to tell you why I should be getting $2 extra an hour, because I can't make a living off of this, for one, and for two, that's not enough for me to get caught up at all. So I'm just working to work. Be bold when you're in these interviews and you're talking to these managers, because they're being run by the upper people, and then them upper people are being run by other upper people, and it just keeps going up. And then the more you go up, the less responsibility and stuff they really have, and then they call the shots and the rules, and it's bullshit. It's not right for us at the bottom. It's not right for us at the bottom. Anyone who's listened to this, I don't care if you're a manager or you own a company or you're the lowest of low of workers, like you're at the bottom of the totem pole where you're stocking the shelves, you're at the cash register, you're doing everything that they're not doing to make them money. We're the laborers, not them. So what are you doing for the laborers of the company? What are you doing for us? Anybody that's watching this and you're a worker, you need to start asking yourself these questions. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to labor and slave for these companies your whole life and just get by? It's crazy. It's insanity. It's insanity. I just can't believe that. And there I go, saying this word believe. I can't understand how this goes on. And we accept these shitty wages, and we go to these jobs that there's no kind of structure there neither. You go there, and the people that are working there, they don't even know what they're doing half of the time. Half of the time, they can't even tell me what I'm supposed to do at the job. It's just, they're just doing the job and, just do this or that, get it done, get us paid, and get out of here, get your little bit of cash every week or two, and everything's fine. It's just complete bull crap, man. It's complete insanity and bullshit to me. And I'm pissed off today. It's January 5th or 6th. I don't even know the day. That's how pissed off I am. It's like 9 something in the morning, 2020, and I'm talking about this shit. Like, you would think that we in Pennsylvania and in America would be getting paid good enough, even at the jobs that you have to have all this experience, and people that have more experience, they're doing less shit and getting paid more. How does that make sense? That don't even make sense to me. And then you got people that are busting their asses for lower wages. It makes no sense. You're beating up your body and you're taking your time out of your everyday life to labor for these companies and these higher up corporate pricks that don't care nothing about you. They can buy you subs every week and buy you a pizza and something to drink. They did that before, Okay, you bought me some pizza. Thanks a lot. But you know what? I don't want the pizza. I want an extra, $50 or $100 on my check. Why don't you give us all an extra $25-$30 instead of some pizza? And then every worker says this there. Well, why don't they just give us some money instead of food and a drink? Like you're giving us a gift or something. You know what I mean? Give it to us so we have a choice whether we want to spend it on food or not. Or buy a new pair of sneakers that we need. Or buy, our kids milk and food. Or buy a new tire for our car. Or get our car fixed. Or make our phone payment. There's so many other things that we need to spend money on. And just getting by is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous if we're just getting by the skin of our teeth. I'm going to use that phrase because that's the only thing I can think of right now. But I'm just not going for it. I'm really not. And I understand I'm going to have to go to work somewhere though. See, I'm so involved with the system and I'm so trapped in this system that I have to work somewhere because I have no other means to make an income. So I have to go and slave. I have to be a slave to this system. And I freaking hate it. I hate it so much. It makes my blood boil. And no, I'm not going to do nothing stupid to anybody or anything stupid at the job. But I will speak my mind at the job. And see, I got to be careful because people at these jobs, They're so brainwashed by these jobs and what these jobs need them to do and have told them to do, not realizing that they're using the shit out of them every day and ramming them right up the ass every day. They have no idea that's going on. You know, I got caught up in this dilemma in life again where I let myself get behind. But the only reason I got behind is because the system, it makes you get behind. That's how it's designed. It drains you. The world is a vampire made to drain. Smashing Pumpkins song. It's made to drain everything out of us. Everything. All of our money, all of our wealth, everything. And when I get on my feet and I'm able to make an income for myself, my work ethic will be hard. I will be working hard for myself to make the living that I have to. I talk about working hard in other ways that I don't agree with, as in trying to accomplish like all these things that go on in your life that you really have no control over. I speak of those things too, but when I get a work ethic that I'm doing what I like to do, I will be sticking with that. I will not let it go. It will be what I will be doing. And I will never go back to this. I will never go back to this slavery and this criminal labor that I have to do to make a living. I will never go back to it again. And if I have to go back to it, then I'm just going to be, some guy living in my car or homeless or something because I'm not working for the establishment no more. I will not do it. This will be my last go around at a job before I get on my feet. That truck scared the shit out of me. It made a loud noise. When I get on my feet again, I will never go back to a job again. Never. This is not our mothers and fathers and our grandfathers and grandmothers, how when they worked, and it all started with them though. This whole thing started with them. Then they had kids and they had to work because they didn't have no other means of making money because we got into the industrial age. We weren't planting our own food. We didn't have our own farms. We weren't living like we did back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't have jobs. People did not go to jobs hundreds of years ago. Just over 100 years ago. Like 150 years ago, people did not go to jobs. People were at home doing what they had to do and making money off of what they planted and what they did with their animals and other stuff. You know, they weren't working. There was no jobs. Maybe further back than that, but still, that wasn't long ago. That was not long ago. And I'm telling you, I will never go back to that. I don't know if you're someone in this same predicament, but like I said, if I'm forced to go to a job again, I will make sure that I have enough saved up, which will take time. It's going to take time out of my life, out of my precious life that I only have a little bit of. It's going to take time to make this money and to get caught up. But when I do, and I have all my stuff set up to where I'm selling my beats and I'm selling my product and what I make, when I get to that point, it's going to be a while. It's not going to be right away. I will make sure that I can make enough for me to get by, because I will never go back to working a regular job again. Never. Never, ever. It will never happen again. I just won't do it. I will not do it. It's not something that I will do because it has no meaning for me at all. None. It has absolutely no meaning. The boss doesn't know who I am. He doesn't give a shit about me. The manager doesn't give a shit about me. The job doesn't give a shit about me or you that you are working at. You are expendable, brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons. You're expendable in this workforce that we are in this laborious criminal enterprise that we are involved in. You're expendable. When they don't need you, they're kicking your ass to the curb. See you later. Because they did it to me before. So anyway, I'm done talking about this right now. But on a lighter note, if you are one of these people at these jobs, I thank you for being at these jobs. I thank you for stocking the shelves for me. I thank you for being at the cash register and taking my money. I thank you for cleaning up the place. I thank you for keeping the place going that I go to get food and other things. But you should be getting paid more than what you're getting paid. Period. And, you know, I understand you're doing what you have to do to live in this corrupted system. I understand that. But it should not be like this. And like I said, we can do little things about it. If you go to an interview, like I said earlier, ask for $1 or $2 extra. Say you can't get by with that. Oh, it's $8.50 an hour. Say, I can't do $8.50. I need at least 10. I need at least $10.50 an hour because I can't make enough off of that. And I'm going to do the job better than everybody else. So what do you want? Do you want a more shittier worker? Do you want a worker that isn't as great at the job? Not a shittier worker, because a worker's a worker. They're there doing what they do. I'm not trying to down nobody in this. Say you need that $2 extra. There's little things that you can do. Don't be played by this indoctrinated system that tells you that you have to take this and do this and that. You know, set the rules in opposition. Tell them what you want and need. And it might work. It might work for you. You might go to a job interview and say, I need that, and they might do it. They might not. I don't know what kind of person that you're going to run into. Everybody's different. Everyone has a different idea of what they think should be paid and what they're going to pay or what they're allowed to pay. They're probably not allowed to pay you an extra $1 or $2, which they could. They're not going to go bankrupt. They could pay all their employees a couple extra dollars and not go bankrupt. That's bullcrap when they talk about these companies only have enough to get by. That is complete horseshit. That is complete horseshit. I don't care what anybody says. That is complete insane horseshit. Don't go for that for 1 minute. The people that own these places, they are more than wealthy. They are more than rich. They are greedily rich. And they don't care nothing about you and I that are working and laboring and busting our ass for them. They do not care at all. They don't care for you at all. Just like George Carlin said, they don't care. They don't care. Just watch some of the shit that George Carlin says and some of the stuff that Matt Dillahunty talks about and Jacque Fresco, Jacque Fresco. Go and listen to what these guys say about the system and how it's set up, and you will see how corrupt and polluted and criminal it really is. Do research for yourself so you can see these things and see how we are getting ram-jammed up the ass on a daily basis, because we are. And that's not to say not to be thankful for what you do have now. Because there's some people that don't have what we have, man. There's some people that do not have water and do not have certain shoes and things they need for their health. Be thankful for that. But there's no reason that us Americans should just be getting by paycheck to paycheck and not even getting by most of the times. We're borrowing money from our parents. We're borrowing money from people and begging and asking other people. And it's crazy. We should not have to be doing that. Anyway, if you work at these jobs, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you're somebody that is so indoctrinated by this stuff and you don't understand, then you need to do more research and quit being led so blindly by these places. Anyway, I'm out. Later.